Hello everybody, and welcome back. If you find this video useful or interesting, make sure you give me a thumbs up to encourage me to make more videos like this. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find other videos of this nature along with toolbox training videos and leadership training videos. This is the weekly recap. This past week, every job looked good. Everyone appeared to be in good spirits, and everybody appeared to have a safety attitude. Now, there was some discussion I had about the struggle of forming safe habits. These discussions seemed mostly centered around PPE, particularly safety glasses. I have real empathy for the guys struggling with their teammates to buy into the importance of forming the habit of wearing their PPE, and particularly their safety glasses. Now, in my last address to you guys, we talked about the process of forming habits or breaking habits. There's not much difference. Remember, it can take a minimum of 21 days, or it could take 6 weeks. And we have several human nature things to overcome within this time frame that you're trying to form that habit. Remember a couple things. Complacency is a normal human behavior. Even in the caveman days, the human would not move from sitting around the fire unless he needed more firewood, or he was hungry, then he would gather food. So the human tendency is to be complacent until there's a need or an emergency. And remember that another human behavior is inattention. Staring into the fire, aimlessly wandering around, just checking things out, no goal in mind, until his mind recognizes a tiger in the weeds. All of a sudden, he becomes very non-complacent. He is in action. The only way to overcome these kind of things in the field when we talk about forming habits is to encourage our guys, encourage our team members to develop the safe habits like watching out for tigers. If you don't know that there could be tigers that would eat you, then you're maybe not looking out for tigers. So that requires training and the development of an understanding of hazards involved with the work they do. I encourage you guys to work through the struggle and maintain the effort. I can guarantee you success, because remember, habits require time. Yeah, your guys will start out, let's take safety glasses for example. Your guys will start out by not having their safety glasses at all. You say, where's your safety glasses? Then they'll have their safety glasses, but they don't like the way they fit, so they'll have them in a pocket, or they'll have them on their forehead, or they'll have them hanging from their neck. And then you have to continue to reinforce with training why it's important to have the safety glasses where they belong on your eyes. Now, after a time, the habit will be formed. You have your core group. Now, imagine this. A new guy comes in who's never had any experience in the work that you do, and everyone around him is wearing their PPE on a regular basis. The odds are you're not going to have to address that individual about wearing his PPE, because he will have learned from his peers what the expectations are, and he may inquire, why do we have to? And his peers will have the information. So in the long term, it behooves you, as my daddy would say, to train your people to do the right thing, and they will do it. One final example on that, someone told me one time, take a room full of 100 monkeys and put a ladder in the middle of the room, and at the top of that ladder attached to the ceiling on the rope is a bunch of bananas. And every time a monkey tried to climb that ladder to get to those bananas, you snatch him off the ladder and take him away and replace him with a new monkey. Well, after a while, there'll be a room full of 100 monkeys standing around the ladder, not climbing it to get the food that they love, because they know that some unknown may happen to them if they try to. Now, I'm not saying humans are monkeys, but I am saying that you have to form habits through mechanisms. And with human beings, remember, human beings by nature are complacent. By nature, they're inattentive. So you have to form safe routines by safe habits. All right, enough on that. Good luck with that, guys. I encourage you to stay through it, to concentrate on it and work through it and form those habits. They will come. All right, a couple things this past week that we need to concentrate our efforts on. Number one is our safety data sheets. Now, OSHA requires that the employees have the ability to look at the safety data sheets for any chemical that is on their job site. Now, the safety data sheets are very important. They have 16 different subdivisions in that data sheet, so that if there is an exposure, well, first of all, an SDS has 16 different things in it, and it covers anything from the chemical name, the chemical labeling, is it a flammable, is it a corrosive, if there's an exposure, what is the route of exposure, is it skin contact, is it inhalation hazard, is it flammable, and it also has medical section in it that would tell your medical provider how to treat an overexposure of that substance, that chemical. And then there is emergency response information as well in the SDS. It would describe to you if there's a spill, how you would manage that spill, how the firefighters would handle it. So those SDSs are very important to have on your job. Make sure you reference your EH&S handbook, where it'll describe to you the importance and the requirement of having an SDS on your site. Also, in the notes below on this video, I always put my notes in the comments here. There's a YouTube channel or a YouTube video there that talks about the OSHA. It's an OSHA video, I believe, and it talks about why we have the global harmonization system and what those things include to protect the safety and to increase awareness of chemicals on the job. So make sure you check out the notes below and then take the time and watch that video. Next, let's talk about incidents and accidents. Make sure you review your EH&S handbook for incident accident reporting and procedures. There's steps listed in there on what to do. Primarily our responsibility is to protect the health and safety of our team members. If someone gets injured, it is of the utmost importance that, number one, we take care of their health. Whether it be a Band-Aid or a scrape and we need to clean it up, or if it's more serious where it may require stitches, or all the way up to ambulance out of the job site. We do that first, take care of our people. Now, after we've taken care of their health, we need to review what happened. How did the injury occur? What was the root cause? And review the means and methods that they were using when the injury occurred. More than likely, there's someone else doing that same task, and if it was means and methods, it needs to be changed, and those changes reflected on the pre-task plan, and other team members review that new means and methods on the PTP and sign off on it. Now, that sounds like a lot. However, think about what you just went through with that injury. How much time did you have to spend at the hospital, or how much time did you have to spend writing that report? How much time? And then you have an injured individual. So it's important that if someone gets injured, that we immediately take care of their needs, review the hazards of the work they were doing, rework the way that the means and methods that we perform that work, address that new means and methods with the team members, and then not only do they have that information there on that job while they're performing it, but if they go on to another job with another crew and work is being performed that is similar to that, that individual has training and information on a hazard that the other crew, the new crew that he's on, may not be aware of. So make sure that you do your proper reporting on injuries and accidents, and then retrain your people. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Guys, give me a thumbs up. Encourage me to make more videos of this nature. Also, check out my YouTube channel, where you'll find other videos of this nature, along with toolbox safety videos and leadership training videos. Until we see each other again, take care of yourself, because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers, and I will see you in the field.